let's get real for a second. Most people spend their whole lives stuck in a 9-to-5 grind, working for someone else, and barely scraping by. But what if I told you there's a better way? A way to break free from the rat race, live life on your own terms, and actually build lasting wealth without waiting decades for your retirement? Sounds too good to be true, right? But trust me, it's not only possible, it's the reality for people who understand how to leverage the right assets. We've all heard the typical advice about saving and working hard. But guess what? The wealthy know that it's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter and focusing on building assets that generate passive income. Imagine having money flowing in without having to clock in every day. No more trading hours for dollars. The secret lies in a few key assets that can set you up for financial freedom, assets that you can start building right now, with little to no upfront cost. You see, it's not about finding some magic shortcut to wealth, it's about creating systems and investments that work for you. It's about having a mindset that focuses on growth, freedom, and the long game. If you're serious about changing your life, the first step is recognizing that your time is your most valuable resource. Once you learn to invest it wisely, everything else falls into place. It's a process, yes, but one that will pay off big time. But let me tell you, the best part is that you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to figure everything out by yourself. There are proven systems and strategies out there that can help you make the right moves, avoid common mistakes, and accelerate your progress. The key is finding the right guidance and tools to help you along the way. And that's exactly what I'm here to share with you, because once you have the right assets in place, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. If you're ready to dive deeper into how to build these assets and take control of your financial future, stick with me. And just a heads up, there's a game-changing resource I've put together that will help you take everything to the next level. Stick around to find out more. Alright, let's kick this off with something fundamental that you probably haven't been told about in those get-rich-quick courses. Robert Kiyosaki's concept of the cash flow quadrant is one of those mind-blowing tools that can completely shift the way you look at wealth building. He divides the world of money into 4 types of people: employees, E; self-employed, S; business owners, B; and investors, I. And here's the thing, most people fall into the employee or self-employed categories, trading hours for dollars, always scrambling for that next paycheck. But here's where it gets interesting. The wealthiest people focus on moving toward the B and I categories. Why? Because they understand that working for money limits you. Instead, you should be building assets that work for you. Let me break it down for you. Employees and self-employed folks are on a hamster wheel, always working for money. Sure, they can live comfortably, but there's a ceiling. They're trading time for cash, and that's exhausting. If you're stuck in this cycle, you're probably wondering, how can I break free? Well, the first step is realizing that wealth isn't about earning more per hour, it's about creating systems that generate income whether you're working or not. That's why business owners and investors get ahead. They create assets. For example, when you start investing in stocks or real estate, you're making your money work while you sleep. Sounds good, right? But here's the catch. Shifting from working for money to building assets takes time, patience, and a mindset shift. You need to focus on developing the right habits, like budgeting, investing in education, and learning about financial independence. But you also need to think bigger and recognize that you're not just building wealth for the sake of accumulating dollars. It's about creating freedom and security for yourself and your family. A powerful way to do this is through income-generating assets. Ever thought about how to start a business or how to start investing? These are the keys to shifting to the B and I quadrants. So, how do you get started? It's all about mindset, right? First, you need to commit to learning and gaining knowledge. Read up on financial literacy, dive into how to start a business, or learn more about investing. Once you know what you're doing, the game changes. Your investments in business become machines that keep bringing in money, and you stop trading your time for dollars. Let me give you an example. Think of people who build rental property portfolios. They might not be working around the clock, but their properties are working for them, generating steady cash flow each month. That's the power of the cash flow quadrant in action. Now, here's the real question. Are you ready to shift from just working for money to creating true financial freedom? It's not an overnight change, but when you start thinking like a business owner or an investor, you'll begin to see opportunities everywhere. And as you do, you'll realize how important it is to start laying down those financial foundations, things like mastering investments, understanding how to generate passive income, and developing strong, wealthy habits. Let's dive deeper into how entrepreneurs are actually building assets that work for them. Are you ready? Starting a business is one of the most powerful ways to build wealth. There's no secret about it. Entrepreneurs aren't just creating jobs for themselves, they're creating systems that generate passive income and long-term wealth. If you want to move beyond that paycheck-to-paycheck lifestyle and build something that keeps making money even when you're not working, starting a business is one of the best strategies. But here's the kicker, it's not just about having an idea. It's about having the right mindset and focusing on creating value that people actually want. So, how do you start? Let's say you want to dive into the world of business but aren't sure where to begin. First off, think about your skills, your passions, and where there's a market need. It could be anything from an online course teaching financial literacy to launching an e-commerce store that offers products people need. The key here is creating a business that doesn't just serve you, but also serves others. Your goal should be to solve problems for people, not just to make a quick buck. Think about businesses like Amazon or Tesla, both solve huge problems for people, and that's why they became massive successes. Here's another thing about business. Once you start creating assets, they begin to work for you. You can scale a business in ways that being self-employed just can't. When you're self-employed, you're the one doing all the work. But when you own a business, you hire people, automate systems, and create income-generating assets. For instance, if you're running an online business, you can have digital products, affiliate marketing, or a subscription model, all of which keep generating income while you focus on growing. Sounds like a dream, right? But it's totally possible when you have the right mindset. And the best part about entrepreneurship? It gives you the chance to invest in your own growth. You can reinvest profits back into the business to improve operations, or better yet, to build other income streams. Business owners are always thinking long-term. They understand that building wealth takes time, and they focus on creating systems that will provide for them down the road. Think about investing in marketing strategies, improving customer experience, and scaling operations. It's all about creating that passive income, even if it takes a bit of work up front. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but where do I start? The truth is, the best time to start was yesterday, but the second best time is now. Whether you're thinking about how to start a business online, how to create a business plan, or how to invest in a side hustle, just take that first step. The path to wealth isn't linear, but with the right attitude, you can create something that works for you, even when you're not grinding away every day. Ready to take the plunge? Let's explore how real estate can work the same way for building long-term wealth. Real estate is one of the most effective ways to build wealth, and the best part? You don't need a ton of cash up front to get started. That's right, leveraging other people's money, OPM, is a game changer in the real estate world. You don't need to buy properties with your own savings. Instead, you can use other people's money to fund the deals. This allows you to scale your portfolio and build a steady stream of passive income without risking all of your own funds. When you think of real estate, you might picture million-dollar mansions or luxury condos. But the truth is, you don't need to start with high-end properties to make money. It's about understanding the market and identifying good deals. Start small with rental properties, those properties that can give you a steady cash flow. Over time, those monthly rents come in and start covering the mortgage. Once you've built up a solid property portfolio, you can use that income to buy even more properties, expanding your real estate empire and creating a long-term, reliable source of passive income. Another important thing to consider in real estate is location. This can make or break a deal. A property in an up-and-coming neighborhood can appreciate significantly over time, making you money not just from rent, but also from the property's increasing value. Think about cities that are seeing growth in jobs, infrastructure, or development. Buying properties in these areas early on can help you build wealth without needing to be a real estate genius. It's all about timing and having an eye for opportunity. In addition to rental properties, flipping houses is another avenue to explore. This involves buying distressed properties, renovating them, and then selling them for a profit. It can take more time and effort, but it can be very lucrative when done right. The key is understanding how to analyze the potential value of a property and knowing how much you can invest in renovations without overspending. It's a balance of risk and reward, but when done correctly, flipping can generate serious income. Real estate isn't just a way to make money, it's a tool for creating financial freedom. With the right strategy, you can generate passive income, secure long-term wealth, and create a legacy for future generations. You'll have the opportunity to create multiple income streams, whether through rental properties or property flipping. And the best part? The more properties you own, the less you rely on traditional work to generate income. It's the power of real estate working in your favor. Paper assets, stocks, bonds, and mutual funds are often seen as the go-to for wealth building, and for good reason. The beauty of these investments is that they allow you to grow wealth passively, with minimal time and effort involved. You don't need to buy property or start a business to generate wealth. By investing in stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, you can watch your money grow, often without having to lift a finger. These are the assets that, when chosen wisely, can work for you for years to come. One of the best ways to get started with paper assets is through a brokerage account. From there, you can invest in individual stocks or exchange-traded funds, ETFs, which are essentially baskets of stocks. If you're unsure where to start, think about investing in ETFs, especially those that track the S&P 500. This gives you exposure to the top 500 companies in the US, without the risk of putting all your money into just one company. It's a smart way to diversify and reduce risk while still being part of the stock market's potential for growth. Bonds are another paper asset worth considering, especially if you're looking for something less risky than stocks. When you buy a bond, you're essentially lending money to a company or government in exchange for regular interest payments. Bonds can provide a steady stream of income, making them a solid addition to any portfolio. You won't see the massive gains that stocks can offer, but you'll have stability, which is crucial for long-term financial growth. Mutual funds are another option for those who want to invest in a variety of assets but don't want to pick individual stocks or bonds themselves. A mutual fund pools money from many investors and is managed by a professional fund manager. This means you get instant diversification and professional management, making it a great choice for beginner investors. Some mutual funds specialize in certain sectors, such as technology or healthcare, while others may focus on different geographic areas. The key is to pick funds that align with your financial goals. As you build your portfolio, remember that paper assets offer a significant advantage: they're liquid. Unlike real estate, which can take time to sell and turn into cash, stocks and bonds can be quickly bought or sold. This liquidity allows you to adjust your investments as market conditions change, giving you more flexibility in your wealth building strategy. So whether you're just getting started or looking to diversify, paper assets offer an easy and effective way to grow your money. When we talk about commodities, we're diving into some of the most tried and true assets that have stood the test of time. Gold, silver, and oil, for instance, have been used as stores of value for centuries. Unlike paper assets, commodities are tangible, something you can physically hold or store. They don't just sit on a balance sheet, they have intrinsic value. This makes them an excellent hedge against inflation, especially in times when the economy gets a little shaky. When inflation hits, the value of paper currencies tends to drop, but commodities like gold often rise. Gold is the most common commodity people turn to for protection against inflation. It's like the financial equivalent of a safety net. Whenever there's a downturn in the economy or uncertainty in the markets, gold tends to shine. Historically, it has maintained its value even when the stock market crashes or the value of money diminishes. And, let's face it, gold is shiny, which makes it even more appealing. But beyond its beauty, it's been a trusted asset for preserving wealth for generations. Silver is another commodity that offers a similar benefit. While not as expensive as gold, silver still has considerable value, especially in times of economic uncertainty. It's also used in industrial applications, making it less volatile than gold, which can sometimes fluctuate based purely on investor sentiment. By investing in silver, you're adding another layer of diversification to your portfolio. It's a way to balance risk while still investing in something with solid potential for long-term wealth building. Oil, on the other hand, is a commodity that tends to get overlooked by many investors, but it's just as important. As the world's primary energy source, oil's value is tied to the global economy. As long as the world depends on oil to fuel everything from transportation to manufacturing, its price will remain relevant. Investing in oil can provide you with a passive income stream if you invest in energy-focused companies or exchange-traded funds, ETFs, that track oil prices. Keep in mind, though, that oil is often more volatile than gold or silver, so you'll need to stay on top of the market trends. Ultimately, commodities like gold, silver, and oil provide a unique opportunity for investors to protect their wealth from market downturns, inflation, or currency devaluation. They act as a tangible safety net in a digital and often unpredictable world. As you build your investment strategy, consider these assets as part of a well-rounded approach. After all, diversification is key when it comes to building long-term wealth. When it comes to building wealth, time is one of your greatest allies. It's not just about how much money you make, but about how long you let that money work for you. The earlier you start investing and working on your financial growth, the better. That's why time is so important. When you start early, you give yourself a massive head start. Whether it's through developing good money habits, investing in real estate, or focusing on building a business, time allows you to maximize the returns on those investments. But here's the kicker. It's not just about starting early, it's about investing your time wisely. Don't just rush into anything. Take the time to educate yourself. Do the work to understand how money works, how to manage it, and how to make it grow. Books like The Millionaire Next Door or Rich Dad Poor Dad can teach you valuable lessons on managing finances, while also helping you build a mindset that attracts success. Time spent learning is never wasted. Imagine this, you could start a side hustle today, dedicating just a couple of hours a week. By consistently showing up and working on it, over time, that side hustle could evolve into a full-time business that generates passive income. This is a real example of how time works in your favor. The key is consistency. Small investments of time, when compounded, can lead to massive rewards. Just look at the success stories of people who started small businesses with nothing more than an idea and a few hours each week. If you're already on the path to financial growth, think about the long-term perspective. Every hour you spend investing in your business, in learning new skills, or even in building healthy habits, compounds into bigger and bigger results. The key is to be patient. Wealth doesn't happen overnight, but it's the consistent actions you take over time that really create the kind of financial freedom you're after. Just as with investing money, investing your time wisely is about letting things grow and develop naturally. The most successful individuals understand that time is not just a measure of the passing days, it's an asset that can be leveraged to work in their favor. The sooner you begin, the more time you have to see the rewards of your efforts. The power of compounding isn't just for money, it works for everything, including time. So, if you're wondering how to get ahead financially, the answer is simple: start now. Time is ticking, and it's working in your favor, but only if you use it wisely. Your health plays a major role in your ability to generate and enjoy wealth. It's simple: when you're healthy, you have the energy and vitality to pursue opportunities and make the most of your time. Health isn't just about avoiding illness, it's about having the physical and mental energy to take on the challenges of life, whether it's growing your business or investing in real estate. Without good health, all the money in the world won't do you much good. That's why it's so important to prioritize your physical and mental well-being as part of your wealth-building strategy. Think about it. If you're constantly tired, stressed, or dealing with health issues, you won't have the energy to pursue your financial goals with the kind of vigor required to succeed. Imagine waking up every day feeling energized, ready to take on the world. When you're in top shape, you're more likely to take risks, make smart decisions, and have the stamina to keep pushing forward even when things get tough. This is why investing in your health should always be a priority, because good health means more productive time spent building your wealth. In addition to health, online assets are a game changer for creating long-term wealth. The digital world offers endless opportunities to build scalable income streams. Think about platforms like YouTube, blogging, or even creating online courses. These assets can be built up over time, with little to no upfront cost, and can generate passive income once they're up and running. The key is to focus on creating value for your audience, whether it's offering educational content on finance, fitness, or any other niche you're passionate about. Building online assets isn't just about putting in hours and hoping for the best. You need a strategy. You need to think long-term. For example, creating a blog or YouTube channel on personal finance can be a great way to share your knowledge while also building a steady income stream through ads, affiliate marketing, or product sales. The more you build, the more you have the potential to scale, creating a consistent flow of passive income that works for you even when you're not actively working. Of course, none of this works unless you take care of yourself first. Remember, your health is your wealth. If you're feeling burnt out or run down, it's time to slow down and focus on self-care. Whether that means getting more sleep, exercising regularly, or managing stress through mindfulness practices, the goal is to keep your body and mind in optimal condition. With that foundation in place, you'll have the energy and clarity to build online assets that will provide lasting wealth and freedom. Now that you've learned about the 7 key assets that can make you richer than a 9-to-5 ever could, it's time to take action. You can't just sit on this information and hope things change. You've got to put in the work, start building these assets, and see the transformation for yourself. So, what's holding you back? Are you ready to start making moves and securing your future? Remember, it's not about having a perfect plan, it's about taking the first step. Whether you're thinking about investing in real estate, starting your own business, or diving into the world of paper assets, the key is to get started. So, what will you do next? Will you keep following the crowd, or will you take control of your financial destiny? If you're serious about changing your life, I've got something special for you. I've put together a resource called Holistic Health: Nourish Your Mind, Balance Your Finances, Transform Your Life. It's designed to help you integrate these wealth-building strategies into every aspect of your life, so you can achieve true financial freedom. Don't miss out. Check out the material in the pinned comment, and let's start this journey together. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another lesson that could change your life. Let's make it happen.